Today I've assembled a team of single digits, players whose numbers are 9 and below. And why not start with that number? We begin with the kicker who can only be stopped by a doink. Justin Tucker leading the way at kicker. We also have Joe Burr, Matthew Judon in New England, Isaiah Simmons on the Cards, and Quan Alexander, who's still getting them checks in New York. On to number 8, we have Lamar Action Jackson, who's going to be our starting quarterback. Kyle Pitts, who's going to be our starting tight end. Kyle Rudolph, who's going to be our backup tight end. And Kyle Van Noy at right outside linebacker. 3 Ks in a row. This number got me feeling some sort of way. However, we still have Carlos Dunlap on the Chiefs, Jawan Bentley on the Patriots, and Javon Holland in Miami.
Number 7.
Leonard Fournette is arguably the best player that wears this number. One could argue maybe it's Trevon Diggs or Hassan Reddick, whose team is undefeated.
Yes,
not to mention Gerald Everett at tight end. And then you have the MLB Quay Walker and Shaq Thompson at right out. At number 6, we have the punter AJ Cole III, Patrick Queen at MLB, and of course Melvin Ingram at left out. Now number 5 gave us 2 really good cornerbacks, one of them being Jalen Ramsey, the other being Stephon Gilmore. This number also produced Kayvon Thibodeau, Anthony Walker Jr., and Randy Gregory. And it's only right that number 4 gave us 4 players. We begin with the quarterback Dak Prescott. Dalvin Cook gonna be our number 1 running back, a man who wears the number to represent how many fingers he has on one hand, JPP. And then of course the underrated free safety Eddie Jacks. The number 3 boasts 2 of the best safeties in the NFL. We have Budda Baker, Derwin James, not to mention William Jackson III, Cam Akers for some depth at running back, and of course his former teammate Odell Beckham Jr. The number 2 has blessed us with arguably 2 of the top 5 cornerbacks in the league. I mean, look at the stats. Big Play Slay, one of the best cornerbacks in the NFL. Same as Patrick Surtain II. We got some much needed help on the D-line. Austin Bryant from Detroit. And then 4 wide receivers. First, we had Amari Cooper, who's quietly been having a really good season. DJ Moore, who's quietly not, but he hasn't had the most help at quarterback. Let's remember that. Robert Woods in Tennessee. And then Hollywood Brown, who unfortunately got injured, but he's been balling. And then last but not least, there can only be one, and his name is Jamar Chase, the only player on this team that wears the number 1. Here's a broader look at the squad. Now, we could not find any offensive linemen that were single digits because there aren't any in the entire NFL, so we just left the line the same. Our secondary is going to be the best in the league. I mean, you have Gilmore as your 3rd best cornerback, Surtain as your 4th. This is just insane depth all over the place. I expect this team to go deep, even though we're only an 86 overall. I think they're about to cook. First loss of the season comes in week 7. Deshaun and the Browns, or should I say Nick Chubb and the Browns, 5 touchdowns. Let's see how they do in week 8 against the GOAT. That's how you bounce back. 21-17 W. Playoff Lenny against his former team had 2 touchdowns. Lamar added 1. They end up 15-2. First in the entire AFC and almost first in every major category. Now, they were dead last in passing yards per game, but when you're rushing for 200 yards a game, you don't really need to pass that much. Their second loss came in week 14 against the Steelers, but there are some dominant wins on this schedule. Offense finishes 8th in total yards. Defense finished 1st. Lamar with less than 3,400 yards, but he still had a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio, 27 tutties. 3 guys had double-digit rushing touchdowns on the single-digit squad. That is crazy. That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen that. 16 for Fournette, 12 for Jackson and Cook. Dalvin had 1,600 yards. Lamar was 1 yard shy of 1,000. Meanwhile, no receivers or tight ends had 1,000 yards through the air, but Pitts led us with 967. We had a bunch of guys with at least 5 touchdowns. Budda Baker led us in tackling. Judon and Ingram had the most sacks. Big Play Slay and Ramsey both had 3 picks. And Randy Gregory led us in tackles for loss. Tucker went 10 of 13. Josh Allen takes home the MVP. Lamar ends up in the top 5. OPOI goes to JT, but look at Lamar again in the top 5. DPOI goes to Vaughn. We have nobody in the top 10, but Lamar gets third best quarterback. Cook gets the fourth best running back. No top 10 best wide receiver. But look at Ingram, ninth best D lineman. Judon ends up the sixth best LB. No top 10 best DB. That's interesting. And you already know it wouldn't be easy. We have to get through the Chiefs in the divisional round. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to play this whole game or just one drive offense and defense. Like, I want them to have a long postseason run, but they might be better off without me. Mahomes is different. So far, so good on the first drive, though. First and 10 that went out of bounds. Here comes a handoff. ऊOther. Yes, we want him running the ball. Not saying he's not good, but I would rather him run the ball than Mahomes passing the ball. 3rd down and 7. Oh, yeah. Intercept that. Wow. I'm telling you, they might be better off without me because that click on was not the best. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see how this drive goes. We'll see, man. Here comes another dot. Big hitter. Juju stays on his feet. I'm expecting another run. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Wow. Nice cutback. Big hit. You know what? What am I doing? We have one of the best secondaries, if not the best in the league. Let's play man. They don't have a Tyreek Hill. Like, we can play man. We can man up. Right? We can. Oh, they're still dotting us up. I'm nervous, man. We have no big body. I think that the largest guy on our D line is like 250. They should easily be able to run. Why would you go to the outside? I will gladly take it, man. They should just ran right up the gut. You hate to see it. 3rd and goal. Chance to get off the field. Watch Travis Kelce. I forgot to spotlight him. It doesn't matter. Me Cole gets them the touchdown. Luckily, we have Lamar and plenty of weapons to work with. So I'm pretty sure we're going to stick with one drive, but I'm going to have some fun on this one. Lamar gets the first and he fumbles right into the hands of the defense. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we definitely need to super sim. Quite possibly the worst start we could have imagined, but hey, the team is fighting. Unfortunately, the team of single digits is down double digits to begin half number 2. But here they are inside the 30 to begin the 4th quarter. Lamar in the shotgun, down 11. They need at least 3 on this one. Over the middle. He goes to DJ Moore, turning it into a 2nd and 4. The fake handoff, read option. Lamar holding on to the football that time. 8 rushes for 7 yards. For Mr. Jackson. Like, they're not running the ball very well in this one. 3rd and 5. Another read option, though. That's all it takes. One explosive play. Shotgun once again. This time he hands it off, and it's a nice gaping hole on the right side of the line. Number 4 takes it down to the 4. It's a 2nd and 2. Let's see if they go back to Dalvin. No, it's a blitz. Lamar gonna throw a pick. They should have kept running. Mahomes is gonna pass it again. This time it's a completion. Kelce gets the first. Arguably the biggest play of the game. 3rd down and 8. We need somebody to get the Mahomes right here. We need some pressure. We send a blitz. It's gonna be a nice dot to ऊOther. I love the fight from this team. 3rd and 5. They're not giving up, but they need to stop badly. It's another run. ऊOther gets tackled for a loss, but they were shutting down the run game, and that was our bread and butter. That's what we've been doing all year, but that's a nice pass. No, he was down. Jamar Chase was down. Clock is stopped. Here comes the blitz. Lamar's gonna throw it in double coverage, and that's gonna seal the game. Just not the best performance from this team. I think that first fumble rattled Lamar, and I can't blame him. Like, that was a crazy animation, but it is what it is. Still a crazy season. 15 and 2 in the 1 seed. This is another fun one. Thank you for watching to the end. The team of single digits could not quite win the Super Bowl, but plenty more videos like this to come in the future.